Hello and welcome to Infamous, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilus on Discord.
This is Parker, go by One Who Parks on Discord.
This is Aaron, I go by Treffenwood on Discord.
And this is Josh, I go by Grumelzog on Discord.
Welcome back to another riveting episode of Infamous. So starting out, let's just get to our normal. What has everybody been watching? Anybody got anything new?
Season 2 of Breaking Bad.
Where are you on Breaking Bad?
Midway through Season 2.
Are you
Still
rewatching or just watching?
Rewatching. With my wife, who has not yet watched.
I also have not watched all of Breaking Bad. I just know, the main plot points because the internet has, enshrined them into the zeitgeist so hard. I know so many things that happens.
I don't really remember the season breaks on that, and I think it's because I got into the show so much later, and I kind of just binged the whole thing. I want to say you guys have all seen it, right?
No, but I will never watch it. So
okay. Season 2 is when they go to the desert with Tuco, right?
That's how it starts. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Parker, did you see Infinity Castle?
Infinity Castle.
Oh my god.
Why does that ring a bell? But I cannot conjure it in my memory at the moment.
Just because you talked about it for 2 weeks solid.
Oh my god, Demon Slayer. No,
God
I didn't
damn it.
see it. I wouldn't call it the Infinity Castle, but now I understand what you're talking
I
about.
think I call it Infinite Castle because that's what it is.
Yeah.
But the actual name of the movie is Infinity Castle.
No, I haven't. Did it already come and go? I didn't even.
Yeah, Josh saw it 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if it's still.
I don't watch the box office close enough. I really probably should.
I almost told him to go talk to you about getting tickets because he was like, I don't have anybody to go with, but I'm definitely going to see it. I'm like, well, Parker said the same thing.
Yeah.
Except that he's a liar.
I'm a liar sometimes. I would like to see it, but I probably won't at this point. I'll probably just wait for it to pop up on a streaming service because that's the way I deal with movies now in my life.
Anime movies are weird. They don't generally put them on streaming, I think, for that exact reasons that everyone would just wait. But instead, they just don't, hardly ever. It's if not at least years after they come out, they finally make it to, Crunchyroll and stuff. Because I want to say there's still, until this last year, there was 3 One Piece movies that still weren't available on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, the My Hero movies, I don't know when I'll ever see them, I guess. But because I don't think they're on Crunchyroll, are they?
I think they recently added at least one of them.
Okay.
They just added the Dragon Ball movies to Crunchyroll, and so I watched the new superhero one.
That's cool.
It was fine, not as big as I thought it would be.
Speaking of
the
cartoons,
Broly one was pretty good.
Speaking of cartoons, but that aren't quite anime, I finished my rewatch of Castlevania, and now I'm on to Castlevania Nocturne, and it is a departure, but it's still good. It still feels good.
So
okay.
I never made it to season 2 yet because I've been too busy. But season 1 of Nocturne for me was meh. It had good bones. I just wasn't super impressed with it. But I have heard that everything I didn't really like is fixed in season 2, and that it's phenomenal. So,
if it's paced anything like the first series, I am willing to be very patient because I don't know if it has. Actually, now I don't know if it has the same writers or directors, but the pacing of the first one was very chill. When it goes down into a valley, the valley is long and deep and pleasant. Like you said, nothing egregious, just not it doesn't feel like a peak, and then it does, right? That's how the first show went. So I'm in it. I never did look up, is Nocturne over, finished? I don't know. Castlevania Nocturne is not finished, but
would you say it has unfinished business?
Yeah, a third season has not yet been confirmed by Netflix.
That normally means no.
That usually means
because it's been out for a while now.
Yeah,
and if they haven't greenlit it right away, then it's generally
it hasn't been canceled. The internet is sure, but I might go down a road and never see the end of it. But hey, it'll be worth it probably.
Cool. Josh, what are you watching?
I watched most of Wednesday season 2.
Oof.
And I mean, I liked it. It's fine. It was.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually care if you watch Wednesday, but I watched this first season Wednesday. I was very not impressed. I thought the acting was better than I expected, but I thought the writing was way worse than I expected, and so
That's
I just
fair.
wasn't really interested in watching more.
This was more. I was working from home at my girlfriend's house, and she only
Mhm.
has 2 streaming services, and one of them is Netflix. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I guess I should have watched Castlevania. Should not been
Yeah.
dumb.
Mhm.
But I was like, I'm just gonna throw something on in the background while I do my work, and so it ended up being
Yeah.
Wednesday, and like, it's fine.
I think for me, part of it is that I watched like the original, or not the original, but the 2 movies that came out in the 90s at a very formative age, and for me, that is Addams Family. Like the Addams Family and Family Reunion are like, or no, Values is the first one, and Values are like, that is Addams Family. Nothing
Yeah.
else is Addams Family to me. And I know like the cartoon was very different, and there was another movie, but like they had such an amazing cast. You had Christopher Lloyd and I would say Tim Curry, right?
I think so. I think that's
In
right.
what?
Yeah, in the original Addams Family, not the original, but the one that came out in the 90s
The Addams
with
Family
Uncle
movie?
Fester. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Christopher
checking, 'cause
Lloyd
it's
was
not the
Christopher
original.
Lloyd was Festus, yes.
yes,
But Raul
And so
Julia,
is-
no, Raul Julia was Gomez.
Raul Julia, yeah.
And that was one of his last roles. Was Addams Family Values was actually because he
Mm-hmm.
died shortly thereafter. But Raul Julia and Angelica Houston are amazing. Like every time they're in a scene together.
Yeah, no, but the whole cast just nailed
Yes.
it, right? Even like Pugsley, like everyone was such a perfect caricature of who they were supposed to be that I don't know how else you could do that movie justice. And so now watching anyone else doing it, it just feels so wrong.
I mean,
But
it's
1991.
not too much. Like, it's a more modern take on it, right?
Mhm.
And it's way more about Wednesday than like the family.
Well, sure, yeah, it's not a remaking of Addams
Yeah.
Family. It's obviously a
Um,
whole different thing. I think for me, it's like that's what I want. Is that it's
And-
not just those characters; it's the exact style of entertainment
Yeah.
I want, and it's just not the same.
And they're doing a lot of like world building with it too, right?
Mhm.
It's not just like kooky family. It's like no, they're all these things. Like so. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Yeah, that's one of the, and that right there is one of the things that I miss about like 90s like offbeat comedies like Addams Family or like Edward Scissorhands, where there's never a world build. They never try to explain everything. Everything is magic basically, and it's just the world only a caricature of it, and yet inside of that caricature is another caricature, which is this strange character or family. And I get that that's part of the modernization of storytelling is everybody wants to build worlds so that they can do 5 spin-offs and a movie, and it's all about that production value. But I do miss those stories that were just one-offs. There's no world. Just watch this really interesting thing. And like you said, Brandon, it was I could just watch Gomez and Morticia Addams just talk to each other.
Talk about the morning routine. Like it didn't matter what they were doing. Like it was so well executed that it's irrelevant what the story is.
The scene where she is giving birth is one of the most wonderful like scenes. It's just they're just like he's like I'm going into labor, and he goes, is it painful? Excruciating. Like just like this everything about these very like common things just done by this very strange family. It's perfect. For
Addams Family specifically, the whole point of the joke is that they're weird.
Yeah.
And so when you put them in a world full of people weirder than they are, it's like, so now they're the normal family? Like, it's just very odd. And I didn't really get it. It just felt like they were trying to make Addams Family Harry Potter, and it was just, that was what.
I would 100% agree with that. That's what they're definitely trying to do. Because there's a school and different kinds.
Yeah, no, I watched the whole first season, and it's like, and it was fine. I like that they brought, was it Michelle Ricci? I can't remember her name. Christina Ricci, yeah. And so they brought her back. That's cool. I liked her roommate. She was a really good young actress, but like, it just didn't feel like Addams Family at all, and that's what I came for, and I was not given what I expected.
Yeah. I am on a similar-ish note, I suppose. Pretty excited because I am a big fan of the original Universal monster films. So, like Dracula, but made in 1912, like all of those old black and white ones. And it is almost October where I choose, because the first year I bought the 100-year anniversary box set or whatever, right? So I have 40 films in this box set, and I watched them all the first year I got it, but now I like to just choose one and go through it. So I do all the Wolfman movies or all of the Dracula movies, and that's my October ritual, and we're almost there. So I'm excited to get into it. I like those old films.
I do want to watch some of the older Dracula movies because I know was Christopher Lee's in a few of them, right?
But I like those older films because they were working with nothing. You can clearly tell that's a shitty rubber bat being held up by strings that you painted black that I can see hanging outside the window. But they tried, right? It's just everyone had to actually act, and you couldn't just CGI and big explosions. It was no, there's a ton of suspense and a little bit of overacting, but that's just the style at the time.
Yeah. I'd say at that point, motion pictures were still pretty new, so they were still transitioning from theater.
And they're an hour long. They're basically a TV show today.
Yeah, some of those classic films, when I watch them and it ends, I go, oh, what a funny place for a black pause. And I go, oh wait, no, that's the end. That's the plot. Oh, okay, cool. Moving on.
See, it's go ahead,
solid 2-act movies.
Yeah,
it's Dracula's kind of like that. The first one, I think it's an hour 5 minutes. It's building up. It's oh my god, it's Dracula. Da 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 da. And then they just kill him, and it's okay, the movie's done. And you're oh, all right. I thought this was gonna continue building or do stuff. Nope, it's over now. You can leave. I'm cool.
Going about your day.
Any new video games?
Not for me, but I did finally. I've been debating forever. I was man, because I have Steam games that are clearly going to be better played with a controller than a mouse and keyboard. And I've been debating forever whether I wanted a new PlayStation 5 or an Xbox controller. And then finally I was why am I doing this? I'll just buy a super long cord and use my PlayStation 4 controller. So I think I'm going to do God of War, the newest one, and start working through that, because I haven't played a good hack and slash in a while, and it seems like it'd be appealing.
My video game dance card is so full right now. It's wonderful. It's all console stuff, but it's they just dropped the first expansion for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I love Shadows so much. When I got done with Shadows, I just wanted to play more Shadows. I'm excited to do that, but I can't play it yet because I've been spending all my time on the Division's new season. I'm still playing Division 2, 7-year-old game, and it is exactly the opposite of the third game I'm playing with my brother and our friends, Borderlands 4, because they did a really good job in Borderlands 4 making it I would say 300% better than Borderlands 3, 200% better than Borderlands 2, and 100% better than Borderlands 1. They've really done a good job of making it a much better game. But
that's impossible.
They polished 0 edges. Not a single one. So it is one of the most... the only thing they didn't do is crashing. So the game won't crash, which is cool. But the game that you're playing is so strangely buggy and funny. The way that it works is sometimes I'll be doing a quest and I'll walk up to a quest giver, and a lot of Borderlands loves to do their gimmicky shtick. Almost everything's a tongue-in-cheek gimmicky shtick, and so in order to do that, it requires timing, right? Comedic timing. And a character will pop up, and then something will come up out of the ground and eat him or something. But because there's so many fucking weird bugs, the character will be hey, what does this do? And he goes to pick it up, and he's obviously supposed to get eaten. Nothing happens. He's just bending over there for a solid 45 seconds. And you're just And so I playing a Borderlands game and going, oh, is this the joke? Is the joke that he bends over and never picks anything up and it's like trolling me? I guess they're trolling me. And so I leave. And like 45 seconds later, my little radio pops on and I hear, ah, because he just got eaten, but he just got eaten way longer than he should have. And so shit like that is like all over the place, that the gameplay itself is pretty tight, but the menus, some of the talents and abilities, the map, oh my god, the wayfinder, like that allows you to like traverse the map and not have to go back to the map over and over again. Like they're all they're just in tatters. Despite that, I still finished the game. It was that fun. So they made a really, really, really good game. Like the bones are goddamn adamantine. They're so good, but the flesh is weak. And so I'm looking forward to the game getting. They've already said it's.
You're really selling me on it.
No, I'm giving you an honest take.
Yeah.
If you like looter shooters, and if you like Borderlands, it really is the best version, and it's not even close. They're not even close. It's by far the best version, but they clearly suffer from the same thing that a lot of game companies are suffering from right now, which is
The polish.
get it done faster with less people, faster with less people, faster with less people, and clearly that happened because the game that they have is a super strong, like whoever the creative team like sat down to decide these are the key things we want players to experience while they play this game. They did a really thorough, wonderful job. However, the team that had to make that happen probably had 2/3 of the personnel they need and 1/3 of the time, because it just so much of it is unfinished. But I'm still playing it. I'm still really enjoying it. That's how good the game is I'm willing to work through this. And usually I'm not. Usually I just say, I'll just put this down for 18 months until they fix all these things. I'm playing Division after 7 years because I didn't play it for the first 6 because I played it like the week it came out and it was just terrible. And now I'm playing it again and it's wonderful because they spent 6 years ironing it to mirror shine, but that is the opposite of what I'm experiencing right now in Borderlands.
I've been waiting to pick it up because I'm a pretty big Borderlands fan. Like, I would say Borderlands 2 is the 3rd favorite game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like less than impressed with 3. Like, it was fine. I liked the class design. I liked kind of the worlds they built. But I bought the season pass, so I would have like all the DLCs and everything, and I never went back and played them after. And then we were playing Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, and it's really gimmicky. It's fun and gimmicky, and like the writing's pretty solid. But I don't think we ever finished it.
So, in my opinion, I think they just Borderlands 4 is, to me, I was made this analogy when I was playing with them the other day. Borderlands 4 is Thor Ragnarok because Thor 1 and 2 came out, and then Taika Waititi made those 4 little shorts, right? Those little shorts where he put Thor in like New Zealand or Australia, can't remember where it is, and just had him live
like,
there
hang out
with
in
a
an
roommate,
office.
right? And that was so wonderful that Disney clearly went like that. We want that, but a whole movie. Gave him brains for Ragnarok, and then he made something wonderful. That's what I think exactly happened to Borderlands. I think Borderlands 2 and 3 were like Thor 1 and 2. They were fine. They had like good concepts, a lot to work with, but they weren't very strong. They definitely weren't memorable. And then they made Tiny Tina's, and they just straight up just incorporated a huge amount of crunchy RPG elements, right? Like super crunchy RPG and storytelling elements. And then the Telltale games, which is a very similar kind of concept, more RPG, less crunchy elements. And then out of those things, they said, oh, look at all these wonderful bits that were really cool from these games. Let's make sure that we make a Borderlands game, like a more traditional one, but we're going to incorporate all these ideas. So the combat is super crunchy. The classes are super crunchy, very RPG, and the narrative and the plot is just, it feels like a wonderful, tasty role playing game. Like they clearly took lessons from their own work. It was is a really cool achievement. I think if you liked Borderlands 1 and 2 because you love the setting, and 3 didn't wow you, I think you'll be shocked and amazed by 4. I think you'll love it. But don't be surprised if you get frustrated by a few of the frayed edges, because they're everywhere. So you just have to... But your game won't crash. That you'll get to play it. It just... Not everything is polished.
I have still not gotten to play any video games for a while.
But you got to make all the Warhammers.
That's true.
You got to make all the Warhammers.
I don't like saying it like that.
Did you
you're saying it wrong?
Did you make them all?
No.
Can you print Warhammers? Because that'd be fucking rad. Just throwing that out there.
I can print anything.
He can print all the Warhammers.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, are you still collecting spheres?
I am.
Do you have a lot
Many
of spheres?
orbs. Much fun. Yeah. I'm actually doing really well this season.
Nice.
Having fun.
Are you doing
I've got
the
tons of...
restart every season thing?
I am. That has been going well so far. I had some concerns about that.
What, say again?
But life is good.
Huh? Restart every season?
In Path of Exile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's so every time there's a new league launch in Path of Exile, I've started a new character in that league, meaning I have no currency, I have no items. I'm basically starting a fresh character in a fresh economy. Which is the reason people like it, because nothing's fucked up. It's all fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Before, in Path of Exile 1, I refused to play in new leagues because I was like, I just spent like 200 hours leveling this character. Why would I want to like never have access to that character and stuff again?
Yeah.
And you do in Path of Exile. You could play in Standard League, right? So that's what it's called. You just play in Standard, which exists forever. And then your characters in the new league, when the new league launches, all of your old characters move to Standard. So nothing's ever gone.
Ah, I see.
But I have not gone back and touched a Standard character in PoE 2. I have done nothing but play new characters in the new league. It is interesting. It gives you something like a reason to come back. I mean, I played for like 2.5 months for the first league, probably a month at the second one. This is the third league. You know, like at some point I stopped playing PoE 1. I don't remember when or why. Like as long as there's a league, and I think it's a pretty cool mechanic that gets people to come back. Oh, the new league is launching in 2 or 3 weeks. You know, let's clear some space, because now the nostalgia is like, oh, I just stopped playing a month ago, but I had a fun time. Now I guess I'll pick it up again when the new league launches and see what they changed about it, et cetera, et cetera. So it's been going pretty good. Pretty well, actually.
So what, a league is just a season of what, like 4 months or something, where you're playing?
Uh-huh.
And are you playing the same game you're always playing, or it's just new resources?
Yes and no. So the way Grinding Gear Games, which is the manufacturer of Path of Exile, does it is they introduce a new mechanic to the game. So this particular league, they introduced abyssal fissures, which appear randomly throughout the world as you're exploring it, with new monsters that spill out of them. And then after you kill the monsters, they have a chance to open up a depths that you can then enter and explore with like a new pinnacle boss, if that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
After the league, they will decide if they want to take that concept, that mechanic, and move it into the base game, or if it didn't work for whatever reason, then it's done. Then they won't incorporate it into the base game.
Oh.
And it might make a comeback in like a 2-week like special event or something. But that's how they're able to test out ideas for like a limited time, and then either incorporate them or not incorporate them. But it always gives people something new to look forward to, because it's never the exact same game. It is 95% the same game, but there's always a little something that has changed or extra that each league introduces.
That is almost exactly what the Division does right now. Division 2 does in their model. It's very
seasons is pretty common throughout a lot of games.
But the idea that they always introduce like a new mechanic, and like you said, about 5% different gameplay, and then sometimes they keep it and sometimes they don't, and yeah, it's cool.
It's similar to what World of Warcraft has been doing for a long time, because they don't run seasons to my knowledge, or at least they didn't for a long time. But my friend Ryan plays this a lot, and he says that pretty much every expansion there's this new MacGuffin that gives you more power than you had before. So it's like this amulet that you get, and then you can empower your amulet by completing the quest lines in that expansion. But at the end of it, you end up being way stronger than you should be based on your level. And so they need to somehow reset the power level. So the way they do it is they're like, you have to trade your amulet for passage on the ship to the next area in the next expansion. So then it's a way for them to kind of reset you, and then have another MacGuffin thing where it's like, you have to gain enchantment power, and then to do that, you have to do all these things. And so it's similar to Seasons, but you get to keep using the same character.
Yeah. So, Aaron, what character are you playing right now in the current one?
I'm playing a Blood Mage.
Blood Mage.
Oh, you copied me.
Is that the witch, or
Yeah.
is that's the?
It is a witch ascendancy, correct?
Mhm.
But instead of playing with minions, I'm a spell casting witch. Interestingly enough, I'm walking around with a bow and quiver while casting spells. But hey, you do what you want.
Coolio. I've every once in a while I look on. I ask the internet when is Druid playable, and they keep telling me like November, December, most likely. I'm excited.
The internet is probably correct.
I'm patient.
Trying to play a new class every league. See how long I stick with the game. See if I can do 36 seasons in a row.
How long is
they
the
might have
season?
more classes by then.
I doubt it. I mean, they might.
Oh, I mean, how many more classes have they promised but aren't legal yet? It's Druid and whatever.
There are Druid. I can't remember
Because I remember looking at the menu and all
thinking
the
about-
grayed out like icons, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's where they are. But
Yeah, I guess I could look at that. Druid and Templar comes to mind. I know Templar is a hybrid intelligence dexterity class, or a hybrid intelligence strength class. Druid might share that same start. I wanted to say that if you combine the classes and ascendancies, so each class has 3 different ascendancies, there were going to be 36 total and only 18 available at launch.
okay. So that's 9 different like base classes and 3 ascendancies in each.
You know, it's 6 base classes. Sorry, 12 base classes.
Yeah, with 3 each.
Oh,
and 3
okay.
each
Yes,
is what is
sorry.
going to be released eventually. And I think there were
only 2 ascendancies at launch, right? I think.
for 6 different classes. I think there were 12 available at launch.
Yeah, that
Yes,
sounds right. Because I remember I played at launch.
and then they released in .2. They released the Amazon as a new class with 2 ascendancies. So I think the available ascendancies went from 12 to 14 of the planned 36. So there's still quite a ways to go.
But they are still, every once in a while when they're not adding a new base class, they're adding in like an ascendancy or 2, for example.
Depends, like they didn't last time.
Yeah.
But yes, they're only going. So this is the interesting concept: is are they going to release the game before they have 36 ascendancies, or are they going to keep it in EA hell forever? Or are they going to surprise everyone by just fucking like releasing the last 10 all at once?
Yeah, just push everything.
Current
got
development
the math
cycle is
down, so we
generally
know how to
EAL
design.
forever. Lana, please don't. Can't.
Did you say you thought they were or were not going to keep it in EA development hell forever?
No, that seems to be the current, like, tons of games are just in EA forever.
I would put money that they will be out of EA at the end of 2026. I think there's still about 14 or 15 months from now. I don't think every class will have 3 ascendancies, but I think they will officially be out of EA. That's my prediction. They wanted to be out at the end of this year, and that, based on the way the launch and the first league happened, was never going to come to fruition. So we'll see.
What would happen? I mean, why are you excited for that to happen? Because it sounds like you're getting to play the game that you want to play. Like what?
I'm not necessarily excited or
It's
not
just
excited.
a landmark in development. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. They said they wanted to have 2 smooth leagues in a row, and then they would exit EA. Right? They wanted to have 2 launches where everything was kind of going well and smoothly, and then they would consider the game, polished enough to be able to call it done, while still needing to release things to continue to iterate on a live action game or live service game, is what they call it.
All right. Well, in the interest of segues, Parker,
Mm-hmm.
do you know how many people died on the Titanic?
I think it's a number you can look up, but go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, it was a boatload.
Wow, that's a very literal dad joke. Like it was very.
It was.
It was very.
Well, you did like my
precise.
not dad joke. You said it was. So now I'm going for just dad jokes that involve deaths, and so that's my new idiom.
You did it.
Pretty sure no one died on the Titanic.
Some people
Oh,
did.
definitely people died on this Titanic.
There was people trapped inside.
Yeah.
In places.
Oh yeah, they died like in the water.
I think
in a compartment
didn't
in the
a
Titanic.
couple people
maybe.
die by like trampling, just like, or maybe just I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
Probably,
there were a
I'm
lot of
not a-
people in like the service area, like the machinery area of the ship that just got trapped.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyway,
maybe not
we
drowned.
probably-
Maybe like equipment collapsed on
Yeah.
them or something.
Yeah, maybe they just hit their head when they hit the iceberg. They literally died by impacting the Titanic.
The iceberg, like they hit their head on the iceberg.
No, like they hit their head on a metal bulkhead when the ship hit a large piece of ice. You guys have totally derailed this.
I just love this idea that somebody was like looking over the
He's
edge.
just standing there, like taking a shit. There just happened to be a toilet right there, and it's like a piece of ice comes through the wall. Like what?
I was just picturing somebody like on the top of the deck, like leaning over, going like, "What's hitting the side?" And just like it just knocks them out, and that's it. That was the first casualty was somebody actually struck by the iceberg. just terrible. Like, the next thing uttered was, "Wow." Well, at least let's go away with it with just one person. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh man.
All right. Well, let's
Too
go
soon?
and jump up
Too soon.
into that's what was my next joke was too soon. But you kind of laughed at it, so I didn't say too soon.
Yeah.
All right. So the next is going to be our Mojo World. Mojo World this week is going to be evil villain lairs or evil lairs. All right. So Aaron, you're going to get to go first this week.
My first number one pick is Dr. Evil's secret volcano lair.
Damn it. That was mine.
That's a good one.
Ha ha! Got it,
See,
sucker.
I kind of expected you to go to the OG, which wouldn't it? Dr. No had the original like island volcano lair. I kind of expected you to go.
Not nearly as cool.
Yeah.
He didn't have his face card on the side of it. How are they going to know who owns it?
There was thoughts, but I decided to go with the satirical versus the OG.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that puts me up next, and thanks, Aaron, for taking mine. Okay. Let's see. I think Parker's gonna steal one of mine, which is bad because I only have 3 left. So I have to pick which one. All right, I'll do. I'm gonna go with the Cocoon.
Are you the Monarch?
Yes, the Monarch from Venture Brothers.
Son
the
of
Cocoon.
a bitch. God damn it, Brandon.
The fact that 3 people had that on their list is telling.
That's really good. One.
Aaron has
and
no
the other
idea.
one
what
has
we're talking
no
about.
idea what the fucking.
so
Aaron, I would like to suggest, of all of the crap we talk that you hate, the cartoons and the anime, you should watch Venture Brothers. It is the single greatest cartoon ever made.
Yeah, it is phenomenal.
Okay, don't tell me anything else.
Okay.
Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
You seen any Archer?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever
seen
seen?
Archer.
Did you ever see the original Johnny Quest?
No.
Well, it should have been on when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
I had some strict TV policies when I was growing up.
No, that was the TV policy.
Basically,
Yeah.
it's like 30 minutes a week.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll not say anything about it. Adventure Brothers is the greatest animated media of all time.
Okay.
All right, Parker, you're up.
Doomstadt.
Yeah, I know.
I had
a Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
I only didn't pick Doomstadt because it was so obvious I was going to pick Doomstadt. And I was like, if Parker takes it, that just means he's a cunt. And that's how
I have to take it. It was my number 1. I was like, I'm never going to get this, so I have to take it.
Yeah. All right, I am down to having less than my number I need, so I have to come up with another one. All right, Josh, you get 2.
It's going to be Barad-dûr, which is Sauron's evil tower.
Yeah,
Barad-dûr.
The Eye of Sauron.
I have to look this up.
Barad-dur.
Barad-dûr. I have to copy it to get the pronunciation. All right. Next.
Next is going to be Darth Vader's castle.
Moose Topher.
Mustafar, yeah.
You need to... It's just known as Darth Vader's castle according to the wiki.
Yeah, it has like no name. It's just Darth Vader's castle.
That was the Dr. Evil one I was surprised about earlier. It's like, it's just called Dr. Evil's Secret Lair.
Yep.
Like, I guess that makes sense.
Where's Dr. Evil's secret lair?
Fortress Vader, apparently, is what people refer to it as.
Yeah, I think you can go with that.
All right, Parker, you have one chance to steal my last remaining one, and if you do, you might disconnect from the podcast.
I really want this one, but I don't know if I can be kind. I don't think you know what? I'll be kind because I already picked a Marvel one. I'm going to give you another Marvel one. I'm going to go with something else. I'm going to go with one that's near and dear to my heart, Dracula's Castle from Castlevania.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I'm going to go for Dracula's Castle from Dracula, the Netflix series.
Oh, that's totally fucking different. You got me. You got me.
Okay.
Dracula's Castle.
So I'm obviously going with Asteroid M.
Yep, that was what I was going to take from you. But I chose not to.
I'll give you Asteroid M for Doomstadt.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Doomstadt's too fucking cool.
All right. Aaron, you are up, sir.
Okay, Josh, you did well in Star Wars, but I can't believe you picked the one that doesn't have a fucking Rancor. So you failed.
Yeah.
It's Jabbas'
That's nice.
Palace.
Wasn't it? Would you rather go with Boba's Palace?
No, Jabbas' Palace.
It definitely, compared to the man, the Secret Lair is way more impressive.
Yeah.
When you compare it to Jabba.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're voting on. And the third one is by far the best one I knew none of you fucks were going to take. It's the Foot's Hideout.
The Terradrome?
In TMN 2?
What? Yeah, 1. Is it 1
No,
or 2?
no, it is.
It's 1, right?
No, is it the one where, what's his name? Fuck. I always forget this guy's name. Sam Rockwell is like introducing the kids and he's like showing them where everything is. And they're walking down the stairs, because that's 2. I think in 1 they don't really show.
I think it's
just a dark warehouse. They don't really talk about it. But in the second one, there's a bunch of like teenage kids that they're trying to induct into the Foot.
It's number 1.
Okay.
It's TMNT number 1.
What's it called? Just the Foot's Hideout.
It's the Foot's Foot Clan Hideout. Never wanted to be a bad guy so much in my life.
You guys took all of mine.
I have one obscure one that I think is pretty safe. So
I don't want to pick this one because I don't really watch it, but it is a really good one. Or just take the really low-hanging fruit that I don't really like.
Sell out.
Parker's going to take it and feel like a genius.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
There's actually like 3 good ones left.
Only 3? I feel like there could be like 30 left.
You came to this game with like just 3?
I only had 4 at the start, and then
wow.
2 of them were stolen. So, yeah. I'm going to do the most evil one that I can think of. We'll just go with that. Even though I know it's not going to win. I'll go Snake Mountain, Skeletor's evil base.
That was on my list.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was Castle Grayskull, but even though it looks really scary, it's the good place.
It's actually good guy place. Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
I gotta think of a new one then.
I kind of wanted to go Triple Castle. Should I go Triple Castle?
Triple Castle?
Triple Castle. Right now I have Doomstadt and Dracula's Castle.
Yeah.
I could go Triple Castle. Let's go ahead and do it. Lord Farquaad's Castle from Shrek.
Fantastic.
I love that. When they reveal that castle in that moment, you're just like, ugh. It's just giant square. Brutalism.
Okay.
It's just like a giant cube. Is he compensating for something?
Castle Duloc.
Does it have a name?
Yeah. Duloc. Duloc. Okay. Josh, final pick.
I am going to do Geidi Prime, Giedi Prime, which is the homeworld of House Harkonnen in the Dune universe, and it's
That's a good
super
one.
rad in the new movies because it's like the sun is black, so everything's white, and it's just this like heavily industrialized, fucked up planet where they have gladiator battles. It's great. It's fantastic.
I don't understand how nobody picked Death Star.
I already picked a Star Wars one, so I wasn't going to pick a
Yeah.
second Star Wars one. I was trying to skew off.
It's also not really a lair. It's just like an industrial fucking floating
Yeah,
city.
but I mean, in Return of the Jedi, it's definitely like there's like the throne room is there.
Yeah,
so
the Emperor's,
I
like,
don't know.
hanging out.
There's no way you could veto it, and it's so iconic.
I wouldn't have vetoed it, but I felt other things were more thematic.
You could also have called the Executor, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I guess technically.
It's like another Darth.
Yeah.
I would give that a lair.
Hmm.
It's a fully
Anyway, I
functional
was
battle
just surprised.
station. I don't know if it's
Fully functional.
my two layers that are definitely layers that I had on my list that I would have done, but I decided to go triple castle. One is Cobra Island, of course,
Okay.
G.I. Joe, and the last one is the Hall of Doom.
That was the one I was going to mention, but I barely remember the old TV show, so I couldn't really name it.
I've just seen so many spoofs that take place
Yeah.
in the Hall of Doom. That's why I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely a mockable secret base.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually named all the ones that like immediately came to mind. And like all the DC ones, honestly, in my opinion, are kind of lame because they're all like super industrialized. So it's like Oscorp or like LexCorp. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, stop having businesses. Like,
my backup to Geidi Prime, which I was sure wasn't going to get taken, was going to be High Charity from Halo, the giant city ship where the prophets hang out, and it's just menacing. I like it.
Those are pretty good.
I'm trying to think of any other good ones. We got most of
I like that.
the like
A
big
lot of
ones.
us were in the same place. I think that
Yeah.
was funny.
I was not upset, but I was upset that you chose the Cocoon. Because I was like, dude, that's going to be so good. That's such a great villain lair. Like, the Monarch, fantastic.
He's such a terrible villain, and he's so perfect.
He's so perfect.
Oh, man.
CJ and I yell Venture Brothers quotes at each other all the time.
It's so good. Becca Shiva. Becca Shiva.
I have a tank of gentle cuttlefish.
It's so good. All right. Do we have anything else today? We got more time.
How is Flesh and Blood treating you, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. We were going to talk about this.
Did you open up all the packs? All the packs, Aaron?
No.
All the
opened
packs.
up not that many packs.
Depends. I should have actually calculated how many packs I've opened. How many packs do you guys think I've opened?
Oh,
That's like from the new set.
Oh,
From the new set.
So, Super
Did
Slam.
you buy a box?
I know we bought 2 boxes.
Oh.
That's-
Then I'm going to go with
Is it-
74.
I'm going to go with 60.
50.
Josh,
Yeah.
do you have a
50.
guess? 50. Okay. So there were 8 pre-release events times 8, so that's 64.
Oh, Jesus.
Or was there only 8?
Uh,
I thought there was.
there's 8 in a
I thought
kit.
there was 9. Okay.
3 boxes of 72, so 64 and 72 is like 136.
Go, 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 go.
And then probably 10-ish packs of price support, maybe 12, so like 145.
A win. I was closest.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
did you make big bank? Did you get anything awesome?
I did.
Sweet.
Yes, I had very
How many
good
flick-
luck
How many
overall.
flick knives? How many? Just
0.
Oh.
0. Yes.
I was
So for our listeners,
I was
go ahead.
dead on if you don't count the boxes.
Okay. For our listeners, the relevant part is I am brand new into TCGs. So I have done mini gaming my entire life. I've shunned TCGs, and now I'm playing my first one. So this past pre-release weekend was my first time ever doing anything outside of I bought a pre-constructed deck for Flesh and Blood. That was it. Never bought any sealed product, and this was my first time opening packs for an event and/or buying a box to crack for packs.
This is arguably your first experience deck building, right? Because the deck that you bought online? Wasn't that like based on like a guide?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kinda. I bought some cards that I could move in and out. So, it was the first. It's definitely interesting building a deck from scratch as opposed to taking someone's deck and tweaking it, right? Which is what I've been doing.
Okay, I know this is. Go ahead.
I
go
will.
Ahead. No, you finish.
Go ahead. No. You
I
go.
want to. This is the weeds, but I want to know the weeds because I have been watching so much Super Slam content online because I want my trigger finger is so itchy. I want to buy this game so much, but I specifically have been holding back because I really don't like owning 200 plus cards that I won't use. So I haven't dove into anything. So have you built any of the new decks, any of the new 4 characters? Have you built all of them or just one of them?
So after 3 boxes and 2 pre-releases, I had a full play set of all of the rares and commons in the deck. So that's what you need if you just don't want to buy like the commons and rares. If you just want to have them all, that was about the sweet spot. And then obviously I pulled a bunch of the rarer cards as well. I decided, however, that I did not want to build every hero because I could. I really, really want to decide what I want to build and then sell everything else. Recoup a little bit of my investment expense, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm going to play 3 of the heroes and then sell everything for one of them.
Okay, let's pretend that everybody knows as much as I do. What are the 3 heroes you're excited to play?
The 3 heroes I'm excited to play are first and foremost Lair. Fucking so excited to play that guy. I'm also moderately excited to play Pleiades and KO. I am not in any way, shape, or form excited to play Tough.
Interesting.
Now, that is largely impacted by how I played them, the experiences I had during pre-release, which is understandably not at all in any way, shape, or form how they're actually going to play with the right deck. But it still colors my impression of what they're going to do, right? I think Tough Nut does some stuff very, very well. I think it has a really solid floor from a deck. But it's just not an archetype I really want to play. At least that's what I had to tell myself in order to sell everything that was his in order to get the stuff that wasn't.
Oh, you already did it? You already made the trades?
I have been wheeling and dealing since pre-release 1. Like, I cracked that shit and I'm like, okay, this needs to go. I need these, like this wheel deal trade, blah, 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 blah. This set had a lot of expansion slots, like for other heroes. And so I drew a bunch of stuff for other heroes. I'm like, not playing that, dude. I got to get rid of it. It's $18. Who's got something worth $18? And we're just trading back and forth, right?
Wow.
So yeah, I have, and then next week I'm selling everything that I don't need for one of my builds. Everything that's in my trade binder that is, like I said, not mine is getting sold at like 70% of cost or retail value, something like that. So that's how I have approached the game. I still have mixed but positive feelings overall about diving into the TCG genre, if you will. And I still am very, very leery about buying sealed product, and despite the fact I want to support our local game store, still regret that purchase.
Brandon, I have a quick question. Does the Geekery sell pre-made Pokemon decks?
No, we don't sell Pokemon.
You don't sell Pokemon cards?
No.
Do you not like money, or did it just become a hassle?
No, we just don't like you or things you like.
Well, my nephews got really excited because I was like showing them their Pokemon cards and like explaining it to them. And then the oldest one is 6. I was like, "Yeah, you can like play with this." And he paused. He literally paused. He's like, "Wait, you can play a game with these?" I was like, "Yeah, man. Like you build a deck and do it." He's like, "Can we play right now?" I was like, "You do not have enough cards." I was like, "You don't have that." So, but the problem is that hobby is maddening. I'm like, listen, I need 2 shitty pre-made decks to teach a 6-year-old how to play a card game.
Yeah, so there's a huge demand for it right now to the point where it's basically ungettable. And so until that goes away, it's going to be that way. Big issue being that there's a bunch of internet scalpers, and so anything that is available immediately gets bought up by people who are just bankrolling their online sales. And so we don't sell it because we can't get enough of it to actually supply the community. And so we basically just give people false hope when they try and order stuff.
Gotcha.
And so we just don't do it at all.
That's fair. That makes sense to me.
And so instead of people calling every single day, we have like 25 people calling every single day, ask if we've gotten a restock. We just don't carry it. And so they call once and they don't call back.
So Parker, what are your impressions of Super Slam? And I totally understand not wanting to buy a bunch of packs and then have a bunch of shit, but what is then stopping you from buying the 80 card deck you would then want to play?
What's stopping me?
Yeah.
So
2-part question. 1, what would you want to buy? And 2, why have you not bought that?
So, it's funny that you said the Tough Nut deck. The Tough Nut deck was the one who kind of jumped out at me first because it looked very like what's the best way to put it? It's not rock paper scissors, right? It's literally like rock rock rock. It's just it's a very simple just push this thing uphill until it falls over on top of you. And that kind of play style for a game that's really complex like Flesh and Blood seemed like an interesting second deck. I don't know if I could main Rock exactly, but I think it'd be fun as a second deck. I say Rock, main Tough Nut. He plays the Rock commonly.
Sure.
So that was one reason. The character design for Pleiades looks so cool. The deck design looks so cool. It's like she's a Guardian version of some of the wizards that play in the game with all the instant auras. Her confidence tokens are super cool. And I really, really like also just the idea of she has an axe that's an actual axe. I don't know if that's the best play for her, but it's the concept of a rock star warrior is always fun. So I think she's probably the most in terms of like legit characters out of that set. I have been watching so much content for Tough Nut and Pleiades, just not as excited about the KO deck or the Liath deck after I heard about it. And then just today, this afternoon, I was watching somebody who was playing into a with a Dash.io into the new characters. So he was just like, he was a Dash.io player, and so I'm typing in Pleiades games, and this one pops up, and he's just streaming, trying against the new cards of the meta to see how his deck performs. And I'm watching him, and as he's playing Dash, I'm just like, that looks so fucking fun. not the other ones, the Dash deck, because I'm just like, because as much as the new concepts are cool, and it's definitely got new shiny, right? There's no dust on it. That's definitely appealing from just I can buy it right now. It's sitting at the game store. There's a Pleiades Armory deck. There are boxes. Soon there'll be stuff online. I know people like you in the community who just bought a whole bunch and are excited to offload tons of commons and rares and things because they don't want them anymore. So there's going to be like a ease of access to those that makes me excited. At the same time, Guardians and Brutes are both. Guardians are absolutely. I throw one swing a turn. Here's your next turn. I throw another swing. Now, Pleiades has a bunch of cool things she can do also, so she'd keep me busy. That's one of the reasons she's the only Guardian I've ever looked at that looks cool, because she does have some things that she does besides that. It would be fun to manage all the tokens and shit. That would be cool. That's why I'm excited about her. But I like being able to play, draw, attack, play, draw, play. I just love cards flying into and out of my hand. And that's what Dash does, right? She's buzzsawing through her deck. And so,
correct.
Even though I've spent the past, 6 days just doing nothing but watching content about the new decks, I watched one player play Dash, and I'm like, oh, that looks so much fucking fun. I'd forgotten why I was staring at her seriously. But like I said, I've got money burning a hole in my pocket. I gotta put it somewhere. And I'm not willing yet to pull the trigger. I don't know when it is, but we'll see. The thing is, I love that lowbrow shit, right? So I get excited when I know someone like you who has a big pile of cards and knows they want to get rid of them soon. Then I go, ooh, do tell, because that helps me make my decision pretty fast. So
sure. I've already gotten rid of all of them. Well, I have not sold all of my good cards. My bulk is all gone.
Cool.
Now, I'm sure I will get some prize packs and stuff as we go forward. I can start keeping stuff like that as opposed to, I haven't, yeah. If you're interested in the new stuff, that's fine. We can, I'm sure, make that happen.
Like I said, I haven't bit down on anything yet, so I think you should do you until I tell you otherwise. But
sure. Oh no, I am. It's just what do I do with the extra stuff?
Josh, are you going to get the Flesh and Blood? Is that why you're putting the feeler out, or are you just excited to know what we're trying?
I'm just excited to know what you're trying. I have sworn off all card games forever, essentially. My heart's been broken too many times, and I'll never go back. So, at least...
Is the heart broken by like games that end early, like they come out, you're super excited, and they fizzle in a year? Or
I used to play Magic pretty hard, and I just hated like spending all this time to build a really cool, fun deck, and then like a year later it was gone because of rotation, and I was like, okay, and like I don't know, I like a fair game of Magic, and I showed up one time, I made a really fun, tracked down a different art for every goblin, and I built like a goblin deck, right? And the whole point of it was like churn out tokens, have goblin kings and stuff, and suddenly all my tokens are like 3/3 with first strike or something nonsense. Yeah. And I built it. I was like, this is gonna be super fun. And so I went to like a couple Friday nights, and I was playing in is it the standard where it's like the last 15 years of cards or something? And people just had such nonsense that
if you're going to a tournament, you're not even going to get to play the game. Yeah,
I was just going to open play, and I was like, oh, so my deck actually is not good, and this is not fun. It's like I still love that deck because like I have a different art. I paid for like old Goblin King, like it's a deck of love, and it's just entirely worthless to play against someone not playing super casual. And then
the odds of you finding somebody actually playing super casual Magic are so unlikely.
Yeah,
that it's just like good luck.
And then I used to love Hearthstone, and I played so much Hearthstone, and it was once again the same thing where like I was really poor, so I couldn't buy packs, so I just had to play a bunch to earn currency, to like break down cards, to build the cards I needed. And it was like, by the time I got a deck up and going, and it was like fun, and I was doing really well, I either hit a hard cap because I couldn't get the rarest cards by just spending money, or my deck would then be rotated out. And that was what broke me. And I was like, I just don't know if I can. I enjoy card games. I would like to maybe find another one someday, but I don't want to. I have too many other things I'm trying to do. So, but best, I'm going to track down 2 shitty pre-made Pokemon decks to teach my nephew so that I have something to do with him as he gets older, because he keeps beating me in Mario Kart, and I'm getting mad, so... It's upsetting to get trash talked by a 6-year-old, and then he's actually backing up the trash talk, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck you, kid, how about
that? Play him in Smash. A 6-year-old can't beat you in Smash. I'm pretty sure. I think you can't beat.
Maybe a 6-year-old can't beat you in Smash, but Josh.
Even Josh can lose.
I am a 2-trick pony in Smash. I either play Pikachu and I just run from you and try and zap you the whole time.
Oh God, Josh, you're right. Or a 6-year-old can beat you.
Yes, or I play the Wii trainer, who has the power of the sun, and I just shoot sunbeams at you or hit you with a volleyball.
Oh my gosh!
So.
You should teach them chess, because you could probably beat them at chess.
I have tried to teach them checkers and chess, and there's not enough action going on. Because my uncle taught me, so I could play chess by the time I was 6 years old. And I've always liked chess. But I've tried with them, and they're just like, what if we just go play, like, Wrestle or Mario Kart or something, Uncle Josh? I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. You're bored. I'm not going to trap you here and do something you don't like, so...
Josh, I know a couple really great content creators on YouTube that one of them, he makes a Pokemon deck a day. Like, that's his whole channel. And he just plays it on their online game service. And he just does a little deck profile, and he plays 2 or 3 games. And that is how I got into Pokemon with my daughter, is I just watched his channel. You know, if I missed an episode, I'd watch, 2. If he showed me a deck profile, I'm like, nah, I'm not really into that Pokemon or that concept, and I would just skip it. And it's wonderful little bite-sized videos. And I think I have 6 Pokemon decks, and all of them came from his channel.
Fantastic.
I modified his ideas, but it was a great start. He also is he himself is not unentertaining, and so he's. I'll send it to you. I think it was a really great way to get started with like some different deck concepts. The other thing he does is he actually seeks out what you seek out. It sounds like kind of what you're talking about with your Goblin deck. Is he has things like bad deck Fridays where he purposely builds a bad deck around a Pokemon that's just fun or funny. And so some of my decks are from his bad deck Fridays, and they work. He purposely makes them work, but they're not hyper competitive, and that's what his channel's about, is not chasing the meta. He has a second channel where he does chase the meta, so you can look at that too. But it's
send it to me, because I'm trying to find, as I get older, more stuff that interests them, and so they want to keep hanging out with Uncle Josh. That's the trick.
Well, if they're in a Pokemon, you can definitely. And I all 6 decks that I bought, I think each one totally from TCG Player cost I think the most expensive one was $60.
That's pretty good.
So,
because it could always be like a Christmas present for him or something like that. Just like, hey kid, here, and he's like, he just started kindergarten, and I mean, I don't work in the school district anymore, but like when I was in kindergarten, that was the year Pokemon dropped, and even then, like, we were all obsessed. And I worked in the school district, it's been probably 6 years now. But it was funny having kids come up to me, like little 2nd and 3rd graders, and just be like, Mr. Josh, look at these cards. And I'd be like, all right, let's see which one's good, which one's trash. And it was just a matter of 20 years later, kids still are geeking out on Pokemon cards. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's timeless. At this point, I think it's like Magic. It's a life of its own now. I don't think you can fail. Well, Pokemon is the most profitable IP in the world, right? I'm pretty sure.
By a factor of 2.
Yeah.
And the second one is like Disney. Pokemon generates as more money than Disney does twice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And what's crazy is they keep putting out subpar, terrible video games that I somehow end up playing. So,
yeah.
I watched a video on somebody talking about how they will not let Dragon Ball die because it would have a catastrophic financial impact on Japanese economy, because so much money is made off of Dragon Ball, and if it stopped being relevant, then all of the secondary markets would also fail, and that would have catastrophic impacts. I don't know if it's true or not. It was just interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, Pokemon is even higher than that by a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if Dragon Ball went away, the country of Brazil would collapse, because they love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is like a religion there, almost.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's probably going to wrap it up for us today. Hopefully you guys had fun. This has been Brandon.
And Parker.
And Aaron.
And Josh.
And you've just listened to Castles.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down infamous.